Hello everyone, my name is Peachie Gale Dalisay, and today I'm going to present to you my report about load testing using JMeter. Every web application that has ever existed has a maximum load capacity. If the load goes beyond a web application's capacity, the application might become slow or produce errors or just become useless. So it's become of utmost important to perform load testing as a part of performance testing. The most important tools used to perform this load testing is JMeter, and we often use hence the term JMeter load testing. What is load testing? There are different types of performance testing, and one of them is load testing. The load testing is performed to determine a system's performance concerning its real-life conditions. The sole motive to perform load testing is to check how much a load a system can handle. It's confirmed if a device or software can handle the load per the user demand. Furthermore, load testing is utilized for the identification of the maximum operating capacity of any application. With the help of load testing, you can determine if the present infrastructure is enough to run the application. Lastly, the testing identifies the number of users that can work on the application concurrently. Tools for load testing. Load testing proves itself very significant when it comes to determining user demands and satisfaction. Several tools make load testing possible, such as Apache JMeter, WebLoad, Load UI, Load Runner, NeoLoad, Load Ninja. We will having a look at JMeter load testing in this article. Before that, let us have a look at the basic JMeter. Why do we use JMeter for load testing? Some of the major reasons why we use JMeter are: first, free of cost; second, performance testing of applications; third, platform independent; fourth, support; fifth, recording and feedback; sixth, customizable; 7, community support. Before we begin with JMeter load testing, make sure you have JMeter installed in your system. Here's a link on how to download Apache JMeter, or go to Google Chrome and type JMeter download, and go to official Apache JMeter website and check binary section. In the binary section, we shall download the zip folder. Once the zip folder downloaded, open the folder location, back to zip folder. When the folder again extracted, go inside the folder and go to the bin folder. The bin folder contains the JMeter script file. Then it's time to us to launch JMeter. The first thing that we will do is adding a thread group. First, open the JMeter window. The window is divided into two parts. The left side has all the added element, while the right side has all the configuration of that element. Rename the test plan and save it. After it's renamed, click on the test plan. Go to add thread, user, and thread group. Once you click on the thread group, there are three things on the screen that are important concerning the load testing. The number of threads user. It reflects the number of threads or user JMeters. Well, stimulate. Let's make it 100. Ramp up period in seconds. The duration of time that JMeter take before starting the thread over. Let's keep it to be 12. Loop count. It is the number of times the test will be executed. All of this 1. Let's leave it to be 1. Second, add an HTTP request. This is done so that multiple requests can be sent to the same server. Click on the thread group. Go to add config element. HTTP request default. In the window that appears, fill the server name or IP with the name of the server you want to test. Here, we have to use Simple Learner's website. The next step is to add an HTTP cookie manager. Here, we shall support cookies by adding HTTP cookie manager to the thread group. Right-click the thread group, go to Add Config Element HTTP Cookie Manager. Fourth, add an HTTP request sampler. Right-click on the thread group, go to Add Sampler HTTP Request. Under the HTTP request section, HTTP request gives the path that each thread or user will request. We will set it to be / so that each thread can access the home page of the server. Any number of HTTP requests can be added further. All you need to do is repeat above step. Add a view results in the table listener. Listener is something that is used to provide the outputs of the load test. There are different types of listener presence in the JMeter. A good deals may be added using plugins that listener will use. Here is the table, as it is comparatively easy to read. Right-click on the thread group, go to Add Listener, view the result in the table. A value for file may be typed to output the result to a CSV file. Lastly, run the basic test plan. Save the test plan, click on View Result in Table. Click on the Run button, green Start button. You will see the test result in the table. The result shows the status of all requests as success. Then, there are two important columns, sample time and latency. Latency refers to the number of milliseconds between the time JMeter sent the request and when an initial response received. Sample time refers to the milliseconds taken by the server to complete request. You can try the same demo by fluctuating the value of number of threads or the loop. When you fluctuate these values, the sample time values or other output values will begin fluctuating, telling you the system is overburdened or just fine. That's all for my report. Thank you very much for listening.